position my face this way, people. Yeah, I have to give you a side eye. Now, I'm going to say this. When it comes to opportunity, people will do all kinds of things for it. And no, there's no judgment here. I'm just going to speak the truth. So, whatever condition you find yourself in life, and you perceive that there's this golden opportunity for your life to change, more than likely you're going to seize it. Grab it with both hands. We all have, at one point or the other, have altered our personality when an opportunity is coming into our lives. So, for example, if you're a very aggressive person, you suddenly learn how to be calm, to be patient, to be loving, to be gentle, but that's not your true nature. You are adjusting your personality so you can gain that opportunity. So I understand all of that. But what I want to say today is some of you will alter your personality to the point where you are erased. And that's not a good thing. So let's talk on real examples. You live wherever you live in the world and you want to leave. You want to go to Europe, or you want to go to North America, or wherever you feel these opportunities are for you, and you meet somebody. And because the person made a mistake of telling you what they're looking for in a partner, you give them just that. So a lot of persons who, get married to people and say that the people have changed after they married them, they didn't really change. What they were doing was showing you the side that you told them you admired. This is why, as individuals who are single, male or female, you never tell somebody what you're looking for in a partner. They're supposed to tell you who they are. Because the moment you tell them, they are going to become that. Now, the issue that I have with younger people, whether younger men or younger women who marry older people, is that it seems like when the opportunity to travel appears, all of a sudden you have selective blindness. You did not know that the woman was too old to give you children. It wasn't a problem. When you met the woman, you said if she can't have any children, it's not a problem. Even though really of a fact, an older woman should know better than that. But you say, I don't want kids, I don't care, I love you so much. And then all of a sudden, in the years when you're distant, you're in long distance, all that doesn't matter until you get that green card or that landed status. And suddenly, the woman is too old. You were romancing that woman for 5 years or more. And you kept telling her she's sweet and she's beautiful. You start telling her what kind of needle eye something that she have. And she believed. And then all of a sudden, our front tough. Can we keep it real? Because you asked Jenny to speak on the topic. And, you don't get to dictate how I deliver. So the woman now, she's fat. She's too fat. The woman never lost an ounce in the 3 years you're dating her. And suddenly that green card, that landed status, suddenly open your eyes. And guys, the girls are no different. Girl knows that she wants kids. Girl knows that the man that she's with cannot give her kids. Either he got a vasectomy or he has illness that prevents him. Girl knows that the man have zero use in the bedroom when it comes to certain things. And you see, when she want that visa, oh, he was the king. The truth is, I can't speak for any other country, but I know my Jamaican people. They know how to be nice. They know how to be great hosts. They know how to take care of you. They know how to make you feel like you're everything, that the world revolves around you when they want something, especially in these intimate situations. The people have selective blindness. So all the things about you that they didn't like, and listen, if you are pouring money over on them, if your cup running over with goodness and it's dropping all over them, you are the boss. All of a sudden, they're not blind. Or they are blind, yeah. When everything is going well, when they're waiting to cease, hold on to that opportunity, they don't notice anything about you. But this is suddenly when they get that thing in their hand, whether it be money or opportunity, all of a sudden, when they don't need you anymore, suddenly you are the bad guy. And it's not a guy thing or just a girl thing, it's in general. There are so many people who go home and meet people, and this is the thing, if you guys know that you are not going to stay with these individuals, don't get them so accustomed to all these wonderful things. You can still be kind, you can still be nice. You don't have to overwhelm them with all this goodness, because when you dump them and you run away, it's devastating. Some people really never get over it. Some people, when they marry their partners and they bring them to wherever they are, and some of you, as soon as you get there, you start to make trouble with the people. It's shocking. Some of you never show your bad personality, never had an argument with your partner. You're so perfect. It was too good to be true. And then all of a sudden, you show your true colors. Now, some of these people from overseas, they can be very abusive, to be honest. So they'll say bad things, they'll treat you terribly, they'll talk down to you, make you feel like you, especially men, make you feel like you're their boy. And you never respond to that in a negative way. So they too get used to treating you like you are their slave, or treat you like, you know, they are your master. But because you want the opportunity, and because we come from a culture that tell you, oh, if you want good, your nose have to run, or if you want good, you have to learn how to kiss A before you can kick it. So, you know, you put that in overdrive. And then, in the back of your mind, you're saying to yourself, wait until I get what I want and you'll see. So, you know, it works both ways, where the person who is helping, the sponsor, can sometimes be mean-spirited and can have their own way, and can always use this, you know, promise and withdrawal of promise every time they feel you're not doing what they want you to do. But at the same time, you got those who are super nice. The receivers, they're so nice. They're so patient. Listen, I like a person who show me their ways and let me decide if I can live with those ways, as opposed to being super, super nice. And then when I find out your true character, it is just too much for me. So you'll see these conflicts, and even in relationships that are going to last for a long time, in these long-term or long-distance or age gap situations, when you start living in the same space, it is going to be a lot of work, even if you have the best intention, because people are always well behaved. And that's general when it comes to dating. People are always on their best behavior when they meet people. They show this gentle side to themselves, this patient side. You know, women, for example, you know, you surrender to the man when you're dating. You cook and clean, and, you know, you're subservient or submissive. But when you get the ring on the finger, you become this rogue. And so I'm not saying this is just people who are looking for opportunity to go overseas. Right there in Jamaica, when you meet somebody and you're going through a hard time, and the man shows interest in you, and spend his money on you and send you back to school, and it seems so nice. And when you get there now and you start to be in the big leagues, you start hanging out with the lawyers and the doctors. These are areas that you're pursuing your dream. When you're done, that man who is just a farmer, according to you, you're embarrassed. So I want the people who are in these long distance relationships to look carefully at some of the relationships that you're in. That when you go to Jamaica, some of these people who are ashamed of you, they don't want to be seen with you. They will make sure that they rent an Airbnb somewhere far away from friends or family because they're ashamed of you. Now, you do have those who, it doesn't matter how you look, they're not going to be ashamed of you when they want the opportunity. But you best believe when you get that opportunity, you're going to hear how they truly feel about you. So some of the women who find themselves, on the short end of the stick with these relationships of, opportunity, and, these arranged situation where sometimes people get together with their own partner and plan on how they can deceive people so that they can gain opportunities to leave. These ones sometimes kind of show they're red flags, but you just don't want to see it. And if someone is kind enough to share what they know to save you from the pain and suffering, you will say that they're jealous of you and they envy you and all of that. So sometimes you just have to mind your own business and not say anything and let people learn the hard way. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. And if you're in a long distance relationship and it's a genuine one, then you don't have to make big announcements when you're going home. You can make surprise visits. People love surprises. And go to where, he claims he's from. Surprise him. Now, I know Jamaica is not that kind of world anymore. So if somebody's living in some dangerous neighborhood, I wouldn't encourage you to just get up and go there. But I'm just saying, find a way. Or you can do some investigation on these people. And those of you who are pretending to be so nice, you can only do it for so long. And then what? All I'm saying in this video is that be realistic. When you're looking for an opportunity and you're gonna get this opportunity from people, you should at least try to go with someone that, even if you're not in love with them at the time, you could grow to love. If it's somebody where I could never be with this person, then how would you subject yourself to those intimate situations with these individuals? You bear it. Can you imagine these persons feeling repulsed by someone, yet they get so intimate with these individuals? Wow. And then all of a sudden you hear, you too this and you too that. I don't even want to repeat some of the things that I hear because it's too embarrassing. Everybody wants opportunity, and I understand that some people will do anything for it, but at least be honest with yourself. And once you know you're using somebody for that opportunity, don't come out and then start telling the person about themselves because you didn't know, you didn't see. This selective blindness thing has to stop as far as it relates to relationships. I don't want to hear about it. Young gal, you know the old man was old and useless according to you now. You knew that he had an odor that you didn't like and you can't seem to get rid of. So all the time while you were waiting and you were subjecting yourself to that frowziness. I mean, frowziness is not something that can be masked, especially if you endured it for 2 years. But it just overwhelms you so much now that you have a visa. Come on, live with it. Deal with it. And if you decide that you don't want to stay, go ahead, but stop making excuses. You knew you didn't want the old man. You know you used him. And if truth be told, you know, we have to be careful how we do our deal with people, because while it is your right to go about your business and be free, I can guarantee you it's going to happen to you. You're going to find somebody who knew all along that they weren't into you, and they're going to do you exactly as you do or you're doing to this old man. Same thing is true for the guys. Even though you're saying, oh, she should have known better, I'm a young boy, I need young girls, I want to be able to have children. You knew that before you got together with this woman, and you choose to ignore that fact and then bring that up as your problem. You're going to find a young girl with all the qualities you're looking for. She's going to do just that. She's going to break your heart. It's all up to you. We all have the right to pick who we want to pick or be with who we want to be with and leave when we feel like leaving. We're all free. But we have to also understand that whatever we do in life, it's a scale. And you balance it with your behavior, or you tip it upside down in the way you choose to deal with people. Justice will always prevail. Maybe not the laws of the land, but the laws of nature. Stay blessed, everyone.